Hey, I don't even know how many days it's been. I have been the last 3 days resting from treatment. For some reason, it's been taking me more like 3 days to recover, which is fine. I've had a cold recently, so that probably contributed. I've just been feeling so tired, but I'm hoping I'm kind of sort of, I don't know, it's like I'm not kicking the cold. I'm just kind of flatlining in this like almost better place. Yay. Challenged immune system. But today is like suddenly really cold weather, and I feel strangely really good in cold. I don't know if it's mental, but I always seem to feel better when it's really cold. It's like 13 degrees cold. So I'm gonna go outside anyway today just to be in that cold. And yeah, hopefully with treatment, this treatment was just 4 days ago. Hopefully I have a really good week or couple days before my next crash period, or maybe I don't have one. I've been working on a lot of stuff looking at how to change my diet. I've done that lots before, but how to do this more significantly and change my diet to be free of things like preservatives and sugar that are non-calories, as well as inflammatory foods. So that's going to be something I'm actually going to probably try to get some groceries today to change some things. I've been slowly switching over, and watching there's a really good documentary actually on Netflix right now called The Magic Pill, and it's talking about diet, helping people, and specifically the keto diet, and staying away from a lot of sugar and carbs and things that spike your insulin. I'm not 100% sold on a certain particular diet and not jumping on a fad, but I do think that sugar has very little value, refined sugar, nutritionally, so there's no reason to not cut that out. And I never really feel good when I eat breads and stuff like that. I just think that it's something to do with it being hard to digest for me, but that one's an easy one to kill. I don't really have a whole lot of that. And dairy, I've been doing an elimination diet, and it does seem like dairy is still a major problem for me. So it's not gonna be a huge departure from where I'm at right now, but the main thing is get rid of the processed and pre-made foods and try to get where me and my boyfriend can have more wholesome foods. Costco fortunately has a lot of prepared foods that are a little bit more cost effective, so we might be trying for that, or mainly a lot of Instapot stuff with just a ton of meat and vegetables. So that's that plan. And I've also been with this cold, I don't feel like it's safe for me to go do the cold water stuff and the Wim Hof stuff. So but I don't have any excuse for not doing more of the breathing technique and not doing more meditation. I'm convinced, I've watched some things recently about how that state of the brain when you go into meditation can help you be in a healing place. And I've been working on my level of calm all day long and how I respond to stimuli. I noticed that I hold my breath a lot. I didn't noticed that before. If you'd asked me, I would say, no, I'm not somebody who holds their breath very often, but I do it a lot. While I'm watching TV, even I'm not breathing, and it's so unhealthy. And I'm not even upset or shocked or scared or tense. I just kind of just stop breathing, or I just breathe super shallow. So I've been working on that the last couple of days with treatment and resting, and trying to just keep taking those big breaths and try to notice when I stop breathing. Also when because I had to rest a lot, there's a lot of TV, just noticing how my body acts in response to stressful things, stressful TV. Life stressors too, but I feel like watching TV is a decent practice for me because, it's easier to detach. There's nothing really real going on there. I'm not watching news. That's pretty stressful, but I'm watching, fictional things. So it's easy for me to go, oh, hey, when something stressful happens, this is what your body does. And then here's what you could do instead, and practicing that. So maybe it will help me go, employ those techniques when I'm faced with real stressors in real life. I'm determined, based on a lot of what I learned in that class in Iceland, to get me to a place where I keep my body calm. I spend more time hopefully I want to get to a point where I spend more time meditating and being in that meditative state, that's something I do each day, and yoga should be a part of that, honestly. It's good for a lot of different things. And I've always looked at it in the past as like an exercise thing, like a boring exercise, but I've got to look at restorative yoga, which has helped me before, and how that makes me feel, and it being more about the mental aspect of it perhaps, and that concentrating on the different aspects of my body healing, or different areas of my body healing. I spent a lot of time this weekend actually in a kind of meditative thing where I was picturing the nerves in my feet and my legs healing after treatment, and hopefully that type of visualization will help as well, and staying really positive. And I'm more hopeful than I've been in a really long time. I think especially since that class in Iceland and seeing the instructor who actually had these major conditions and got better after doing the things he's doing, these mental changes mostly, and the cold water therapy to reduce inflammation, that is just blowing my mind. And I keep running into people now who are having good luck with this. So like online, grain of salt, I don't know the whole story inside and out, but I'm really, really hopeful right now. And maybe after all these years of searching and going to doctors and even going to naturopaths and going to every single doctor I could find and specialty centers and all this, like, there's a little part of me that just hopes that maybe this is, I don't know, you kind of go like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the way I get better. Maybe it's me holding on to things in my past and holding on to and not processing stress well, and releasing too much of that stress in my body, and not having my energy aligned and balanced, and it causing sickness and sickness lodging in parts of my body and in my immune system in this case. Maybe I haven't provided the best environment for my body to heal even in the last couple of years. Maybe since I've been resting a lot, maybe I wasn't resting properly. I mean, I've caught myself this weekend not breathing deeply all the time when I'm laying there. So yeah, I don't know. I'm not doing a terrible job, but if there's more I can do, I'm hopeful it might work. So yeah, that's it. So I'm gonna let you go, and that's my update. And I know I still owe back videos from Iceland. I've been so tired. I don't know when they're gonna happen, but they will someday. All right, thanks, bye.